The show opens with Emma getting invited to her father's birthday, who's cut her off for decades. Emma contacts her 3 brilliant and successful sons to invite them to the birthday, and arrives at the party with her eldest son, Alex's assistant, Crystal. She hands Emma an expensive wine bottle, a gift from Alex to his grandfather. Emma ditches the wine case and puts it in a paper bag. As she walks in the party alone, her father is seen welcoming his younger daughters and their rich husbands, who've brought him expensive wines. He gets mad to see Emma at his party and tells her to leave immediately. Her mother drags her aside and apologizes for Carl's mood swings. She then takes Emma to see her sisters, Coco and Vivian, but they immediately side with Carl, who yells at Emma to leave again. Emma calls Alex, who promises to be at the party with the other brothers soon. Shortly after this, Emma's mother persuades Emma to regift Vivian's expensive wine box to Carl, so he forgives her. Coco eavesdrops on them and tells Vivian about the propaganda. Vivian asks her husband to arrange a scanner so they can scan Emma's wine and calculate her worth. The daughters confront their mother about her propaganda. Carl also intervenes and slaps Emma for creating conflicts between the family. Soon arrives Vivian's scanner that can tell the price of any wine bottle by scanning labels. Vivian and Coco confidently place a bet that if their wines turn out to be more expensive than hers, then she'll have to kneel in front of them. Emma wins the bet fair and square, as her wine costs $10 million. But her cheap sisters and their husbands constantly bring her down and victimize her by coming up with new levels of inspections. Emma doesn't back out and stands tall until she proves the wine is authentic. At last, the authenticity certificate proves it was purchased by Orange Tech, which is owned by Alex. The sisters laugh and call Emma a big fat liar for associating her loser of a son with such a huge corporation. Soon, Emma's sons send separate gifts for Carl. They happen to be even more expensive. Suddenly, Vivian and Coco's children arrive and claim that these are the presents stolen from their bosses. Emma only has her words against their claims to prove that their bosses are indeed her sons, but they don't buy it. Carl gets so mad that he disowns Emma and tries to beat her up. Her sons finally arrive and put Carl in his place. Carl and the rest of the family start shaming the brothers too, not knowing their reality. Vivian's son calls thugs to beat them up. In the meantime, they try to prove how their bosses have sent these gifts. The sons call their companies one by one and get the trashy kids fired for disrespecting their mother like this. They still think the kids are scamming them and refuse to acknowledge Emma's sons as their bosses. Vivian's son, Vance's, thugs show up with bats to beat up Emma's sons. Luckily, Vance's vice president, Smith, shows up and scolds him for standing against their boss. He shakily apologizes to Alex and runs away. The family starts acting nice with Emma and her sons, but her sons take back the gifts and leave the greedy family for good. Up next, Alex's girlfriend decides to invest in Alex's father's company just to impress him. After giving Alex the invitation card to the signing ceremony, she leaves. She bumps into Emma and slaps her for bumping into her. After misbehaving with Emma, she walks away. Alex invites Emma to the ceremony to introduce her to his girlfriend. When Emma arrives there, she forgets the invitation card at home, so the guards don't let her in. On top of that, her trashy husband shows up with Emma's best friend as his new partner. They victimize Emma and ruin her mood again. Her ex orders the guards to kick Emma out of there, but Crystal arrives on time and takes her inside. Once she's alone, her ex and best friend gang up on her again and belittle her when she tells them she's here to meet her son's girlfriend. The girlfriend, Lisa, soon arrives there and starts mistreating Emma. Crystal arrives there to save Emma, but Lisa bullies her too and fires her on behalf of Orange Tech. Emma figures Lisa is the girlfriend and decides never to let her marry Alex. The show pony Lisa forces the guards to feed her shoes to Emma, but Alex arrives on time and saves Emma. That's when Lisa gets embarrassed and realizes she's been bullying her mother-in-law all along. Alex's father begins insulting him too and boasts about how he's going to be rich by signing a deal with Lisa, but she calls off the deal to impress Alex. Alex sees her for who she really is and breaks things off with her. The father also apologizes, to Alex and offers to remarry Emma after finding out his son is richer than Lisa. Soon, Crystal arrives with enough dirt on the father and Lisa's company to put them behind bars. The security escorts them out while Alex takes Emma outside. Emma finds out Crystal has feelings for Alex, so she leaves them alone. She bumps into Crystal's Uncle Taylor and decides to take his help in setting up the kids. They hook Alex and Crystal up on a date and keep an eye on them from afar. Taylor, being an honest man, openly proposes to Emma, but she gets cold feet and walks away. She ends up in her yoga class, where her toxic ex-husband follows her and forces her to marry him. Taylor arrives there and saves Emma from him. When they're alone, the toxic ex gets them kidnapped and alerts the brothers. He begins humiliating Emma and Taylor until he finds out Taylor is a wealthy man. Taylor secretly sends a message to Crystal from his watch, so she brings the sons there. Right before their father is about to assault Emma, they free Emma and beat their father to a pulp. Here, the show ends.